Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Akila. In this video, let us see how to ingest data with Dataflow Gen2 in Microsoft Fabric. I have enabled my Fabric trial version. So let me create a workspace with Fabric capacity. So to create a Dataflow Gen2, we should have a workspace with Fabric trial or Pro or Premium capacity. So let me name this workspace as Data Analytics Fabric Workspace. And let me enable the Fabric Trialer. You will get default 90 days trial version. So you can enable it and try Fabric. So this is my Fabric Workspace. Now here, I'm going to click New Item. Now I'm going to select Dataflow Gen2. We can even scroll down and select Dataflow Gen2 from the Get Data, or you can even type it here. If you keep using this, it will pop up in the recent list ribbon. So let me name this Dataflow Gen2 as orders data load. Because I am going to load a particular table in this, very specific to the example, I'm creating this. So we are going to connect to an online HTTP link to get a CSV file with orders data. So I'm going to share the link in the description. You can try with this. So I'm going to select import from text or CSV file. This is the link. So we'll be sharing in the description, which got order CSV. Now select create new connection. Orders, data, online. I gave a unique name, gateway none, authentication anonymous, privacy level none. Yeah, click next. So it should show me a preview of the data. See, this is the data. It has automatically detected the first row as the column headers and data looks good. Let me click create. So as we are Power BI developers, so or even Power BI developers are familiar with Power Query, right? This view, the data flow view, is very similar to Power Query. So we can call it as Power Query Online. And data flow nothing but cloud ETL to perform extraction, transformation, and loading. So now in the extreme right corner, you can see there is a diagram view. If you select this, it will show you a diagram here. See, now it is showing me that the source CSV we are extracting here, and it has applied some transformations like considering the rows as first row as a header, data type changes, and here it's very important. We should add a destination. We want to load this online data into a lakehouse. So for that, we need to create a lakehouse first. So let me go to the workspace, click create new item, lakehouse. So I'm going to create a lakehouse. We are going to learn more about this fabric lakehouses in other videos. But here, consider that this lakehouse is like a database which will store tables. So I'm going to store orders data online into this lakehouse as a table. Data analytics lakehouse. So I can create lakehouses in different fabric workspaces dedicated to that logic, to just group the. Okay. So it has created. See, we got two folders here, tables and files. This is a schema it is showing, similar to our SQL database. So the data which I'm going to load with Dataflow Gen2 will be creating a table under this DPO. So actually it's a delta table. So we'll See how it's going to save here. So let me go back to the data flow using my left menu. Now we have to add data destination. If not this diagram view, we can click on this query in this home ribbon. We can click on this query, select add destination, or even from the diagram view. Here we have to select lake house. So we are going to add this data into a lake house. Let me, instead of using the existing connection, I'm just creating a new connection so that you will know how to give the credentials. So I have to give a dedicated connection name. So I'm giving data analytics lakehouse connection, right? This is a data analytics lakehouse, right? So DN lakehouse connection. I'm using my organization account to get access. Yes. This view will list all the lake houses in my Power BI service. So this is a workspace which we have created. If there is any other fabric workspaces, it could have given all the fabric workspaces and listing all the data lake houses from respective workspaces. So I have this workspace and I want to select this lake house, the one we just created. And the new table name would be orders. It's auto-generated. Yes, I'm happy with that. Create a new table. I'm selecting that. Click next. So we can change the data types in the Power Query view itself. So I'm not changing anything here. Even here, we can change the data types if you want. This is source to destination map. The source is CSV file. Destination is in our lakehouse orders table. So instead of this automatic setting, I'm going to disable it and update method as append. Okay, I'm just having a look. Yes, all source columns has been selected. Column mapping, save settings. Yeah, it's saved. So if I click this diagram view, see this icon. Previously, it was a database symbol, right? So destination was not added. So now it is giving us a lakehouse icon. So destination is added. Here you can click this query setting. It will add all the steps in detail, like getting the source, promoting the headers, changing the data type. Here queries, we have added only orders. We can add multiple entities here. But as of now, for this particular example, we are loading only one table from the file. I'm clicking save and close. So I'm just saving this. So what I want to do is I want to orchestrate the data flow. So I want to create a pipeline in the Fabric workspace and add this data flow as an activity so that I can monitor, run the data pipeline and see how data is being ingested. So for that, I'm selecting this recent pipelines. So orders pipeline. So this is dedicated for this, right? So I'm just naming it specific orders. So in data analytics lakehouse, I'm going to store all other tables, right? So I made it generic. So now, as I'm going to add data flow as an activity to the pipeline, I'm selecting pipeline activity. I'm selecting data flow. See, it is giving me data flow name. So orders, data load, description, it's all good. Settings. Okay, I'm selecting the workspace. In this particular workspace, data analytics workspace, WS, we got order data load data flow, right? So I'm giving this, okay, order data load activity. I want to make it a differentiate. Okay. Now save. I can trigger run. We'll see what happens. It has to execute the pipeline. In the pipeline, we have an activity data flow where we are getting source, connecting the source CSV file, getting the data, loading into a lakehouse. Once the data flow activity is success, we can log into our analytic lakehouse. We can see, we should able to see orders table under this DBO. Yep, still in progress. Give it few seconds. So pipeline run is success. So I'm going back to my lake house. So we can switch to this lakehouse view, pipeline view, workspace view from this left. So I'm just switching there. Yeah. As soon as I refresh, see, orders table has been created. As I have selected new table, it has created a table. So no need to have a destination table to be created, similar to ADF, right? So this pipeline is Fabric pipeline. We have to create the pipeline within the Fabric workspace. See, data has been loaded. So I'm not logging to any endpoint to explore the data or, play around the data. This Dataflow Gen2 is really powerful because we can reuse this code, we can reuse this data flow in different pipelines. And once data is loaded into this data lake house, we can connect to our Power BI reports, and it will be like, very fast, even though it's not like a direct query mode. It's a data lake mode. Data lake mode will be very fast. Data will be within the cloud, and even report will be in the cloud, right? So there's no need to have a gateway. So report will run very fast. Hope this is useful. Thank you.